Okay, in this video we're going to talk about rate and unit rate. And rate is kind of where the word ratio comes from, so they're related to each other. Okay, so a rate is a ratio of two quantities using different units. Okay, so I drove 4 miles well, that's not a good one. I drove 40 miles in 2 hours. Okay, a unit rate compares a quantity to 1 unit of another quantity. Okay, so using what it looks like with our symbols, if I'm comparing thing A to thing B, if you want to highlight with me, go ahead. Okay, I'm comparing A units to B units. Okay, so kind of just like a normal ratio, A compared to B. And then unit rate is A over B, so A divided by B. Units, okay, notice that the green ones are together, so whatever the first unit is goes with the fraction. And then B units, that unit is the 1, okay? And we kind of practiced this when we simplified or reduced ratios. Okay, so in numbers, using a real example, you pay $350 for every 1/4 ounce of gold. Okay, so below we have a little diagram. So you can see that in this one it shows $350 and 1/4 ounce. So they're lined up. Okay, so our rate is $350. Make sure you put your symbol there. To 1/4 or 1/4 ounce. Okay, so that's just our rate. Then our unit rate is 350 divided by 1/4. And I want to simplify that, okay? That would be dollars to 1 ounce. Okay, and then I'm going to simplify this. I'll do it up here. So we have 350 divided by 1/4. I need to make my whole number into a fraction by putting it over 1. Okay, then I keep switch flip. So I keep the first fraction, switch to multiplication, and then flip the second fraction. So now it's just 350 times 4, which is 1,400 over 1, which just equals 1,400. Oops, had to squeeze it in there. Okay, so our unit rate is $1,400 to 1 ounce of gold. Okay, so let's try an example together. A nutrition label shows that every 1/4 cup of tuna has 1/2 gram of fat. Okay, so how many grams of fat are there for every cup of tuna? This is asking us to find a unit rate. So we'll do 1/2 gram of fat. Okay, since grams of fat were listed first, I have to put that first in my ratio. 2 1/4 cup of tuna. So that's just my rate. Then for my unit rate, I'm going to do 1/2 over 1/4. Okay, and that is going to be grams to 1 cup of tuna. I'm gonna make this smaller, so try to squeeze it in. Okay. Then on the side, I'm gonna simplify that. So 1/2 divided by 1/4 turns into 1/2 times 4/1 equals 4/2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this is 2 grams of fat for every 1 cup of tuna. So that would be your unit rate.
Okay, and for the other one, how many cups of tuna are there for every gram of fat? So first I'm going to find the ratio of, we'll do it tiny over here, tuna to fat. There's 1/4 cup of tuna to 1/2 gram of fat. Then to find the unit rate, I take that 1/4 cup, oops, wrote the wrong thing, divided by the 1/2 cup, or 1/2 of a gram. Okay, that gives me 1/4 divided by 1/2, which I keep, switch, flip, gives me 2/4. If I divide those by 2, it's 1/2. So it's 1/2 cup of tuna to 1 gram of fat. Okay? So for that one, you might use that if you're into like exercise and fitness. You want to plan your meals and you want to know like how many carbs you're eating, how much fat you're eating. And so if you need a certain amount, like let's say that to finish my meal plan I needed 1 gram, I would know that I would have to eat a 1/2 cup of tuna. Okay? So now you will do the independent practice that I will give you once you're done with this video.